Hi everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your daily Sun Sign Love Connection readings for mid-month of May, last half of the month. Today is actually May 16th, 2021. And welcome to the featured sign today for my readings. I always pick two sun signs, love connections of all different types of love. And I go around my astrology wheel twice for the first half of the month and the second half of the month. We always start with the beautiful, fiery, passionate sign of Aries. And then I will pick the spiritually guided highlighted connection, which will be that of, I don't know. I'm gonna let you know right in front of you. Now, this could be somebody you're very aware of right now. You're in a committed relationship with, you have a great friend, work partner, an animal, I don't know, a soulmate you're very aware of, or it could be somebody coming in because we still have that incredible energy happening with the new moon in Taurus that happened on the 11th of May. And that can last upwards of certainly till the next new moon. But so, okay, Aries, let's see what Spirit really wants you to know about. If it's not a person, it could be your energy. Okay, let's see what it is. Sagittarius, oh my gosh, I love Sagittarius for you. I mean, you're both fire signs and it's so perfect for this month. So there's that wonderful, harmonious, understanding, fundamental aspect because you're both fire elements and you're both passionate. But really, Aries, I mean, you're the first sign of the zodiac. You are incredibly confident. You are a leader. You're a cardinal sign, which means that you initiate things. You like to keep busy. You like to teach. You like to be, you like to set a good example, okay? That means a lot to you. You absolutely will work tirelessly at anything that you choose to do. You have all the ambition, all the spirit, all the physical energy that could possibly be needed, okay? And sometimes you burn yourself out because of that, like this fiery energy, right? Something to consider. You're ruled by Mars, and Mars is the warrior planet. It's all about the energy, the heat, fighting for the right causes, making yourself heard and a lot of times not very direct. You could be very direct, which, I love. A lot of people may take that, in different ways. But you're real and you're authentic and you care a great deal for those that you love, and you do have good self-confidence most of the time. I know all of us have times when that might be lacking a little bit, but that's not the case for you. Right now, astrology-wise, we have very important aspects and planetary alignments happening. We had Jupiter go from Aquarius into Pisces. So this is softening the world, the globe. It happens and affects everybody. When Jupiter, the planet of love and giving and luck and opportunities, depending on what sign it in, it affects us in different ways. Well, Pisces is all about our hearts and our love and our passions and our romance and our creativity. The sides of us that have great opportunities to think and to imagine. Pisces is the 12th sign, and when Jupiter is in Pisces Aries, it's in your 12th house. And what that means is it is generally the house that has to do with confinement. It has to do with incarceration, hospitals, institutions, our mind, our subconscious, past lifetimes, past karmic issues that we need to sort through and work through. And with Jupiter there in Pisces, it's all about healing because that is one of the most predominant energies and traits of a Pisces. So it's really a beautiful thing. You're going to be having that and feeling that. It's more internal. You're an outgoing person. Generally, I've never really known many, except for my dad, as an example, a more, laid back Aries because of maybe other aspects in his chart, always. The sun sign is that one part of your chart that's essential. It's our personality and our ego and our drive and our likes and dislikes and all the above, and, how we see ourselves and how we want to be seen. But there's so much more to us, we're just, the layers of onion just go deeper and deeper. And so, yeah, this is a wonderful time for you to really go inward, especially since we are, in fact, we're in Taurus season till the 20th, so it's still Taurus season. That's earthly, that's grounded, that's nature, that's natural, that's rest, appreciation for the natural things. It's practical things, keeping our ducks in a row, you know, being reliable and accountable and enjoying all the senses. I always say, you know, Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is all about love and sense and touch and feel and intimacy, magic, you know, relationships of all kinds coming to light. You look and feel better when it's in your sign, and Venus, you know, visits each sign. So yeah, it is actually the ruler of Taurus is Venus, but actually Venus is in the sign of Gemini right now. So there's a lot of excitement. Gemini works really well as an air sign. That goes really well with you, Aries. There's excitability, there's changeability, there's ideas, there's activity, something that you love and thrive on. You like keeping busy, like I said. And it's just some really kind of from down to earth energy of Taurus. It's going to be more, you know, oh, where can we go? Who can we see? Who can we socialize with? Everything's opening up now in real life, right? So you're feeling that, and it feels exciting. And then we have Mercury retrograde, because we're already in the shadow period, and that's going to slow us down. But that's okay, because our minds will still be active. Our thoughts may be a little confused during the Mercury retrograde. It's kind of notorious for that. It can affect our transportation, our plans. We always have to be flexible and open to the changes. But it's really beautiful when we're in a Mercury retrograde to be able to rethink a situation, to revisit, to relax, to retreat, reinvent ourselves. If we have a project we're really, really excited about, and you will be with that energy of, you know, Gemini, because it's all about communicating, networking, and getting down to the reality of what it is we need to do through our mind to make this happen, right? Learning, education, technology, all these things, fairness, justice. I always say that. Justice. Justice. Whew, there's that Mercury, right? Just coming in its wonderful self. But allowing us to do that, because you don't want to go forward, you probably have some roadblocks during a Mercury retrograde, and that's okay. The other really exciting thing that has to do with your highlighted connection of Sagittarius is the first of the two eclipses, because they always run in pairs, happening on the 26th of this month of May in Sagittarius. And that is the house of learning and higher learning and education and expansion and travel and, you know, foreign cultures and ideas and subjects, so that if you can't literally be in that other country, you can certainly connect with people on the internet and technology, which is what, you know, a huge amount of the energy that was happening in Jupiter prior to going into Pisces has been Aquarius. So it's all about information, technology, ruled by Uranus, you know, unexpected new developments, outside of the box thinking, you know, not the standard way of doing things, but new and inventive and just so creative and wonderful and expressive and very complementary to you and to Sagittarius. So the eclipses bring things in our lives quickly. They take them out quickly. It can last, the effects can last upwards of 6 months or longer. So you've got this one in Sagittarius, and then the one on June 10th, that'll be in Gemini, also about communication yet again, getting your thoughts and your, you know, your ideas across so that you can culminate them and actually make this a reality. Once the Mercury retrograde goes forward again around the 22nd of June, it's hitting the ground running. So you just, that's the time to just, you know, fine tune everything. And also take vacations. This is absolutely a great time for that. And the Jupiterian loving kind of go with the flow and let's get along. Let's just, I haven't seen so-and-so and, you know, for so long, and just feeling so happy to be connecting again. Wonderful, wonderful energy. So, you know, Jupiter happens to be the ruling planet of Sagittarius as well. So very good luck, kind of at the right place at the right time. And especially if you're hanging out with that kind of energy, you know, it's who you hang out with, right? Birds of a feather. So I feel excited about it. The readings have been amazing. And I want to get right to that. Just to let you know, Sagittarius is also a mutable sign, so they're very adaptable and changeable, and they love excitement and entertainment, and they love socializing, they love adventure, they love travel, and so do you. So the two of you may be planning a really special trip, maybe far away, for the first time in months. So I feel excitement about that. I feel a genuine feeling of growth and obviously transformation that's brewing for all of us. So let's see what the tarot messages that I like to pick for the highlighted connection has to say. I picked 3 categories. I'm back to using this deck. I've changed the deck for mid-months, which is one of my favorites now. It is the movie tarot deck. And we're all stars in our own right, right? We all have something to offer, we're all relative. But they have actual, celebrities from movies that represent the different tarot cards, from the major to the minor, to, I should say, the court cards. It's just really fun. So let me share with you. The first category is always the overall energy that brought you to this reading. And I always suggest, if you have not seen the beginning of the month for your sign, go back and check to see if it's similar, or if things are actually moving in the direction that the messages and the narrative from your first reading at the beginning of the month was about. I find it really fascinating, and I'm feeling like if anything, it's in an upward trajectory, okay? Because this is the energy that's happening for us, and it's long overdue, and it's definitely accepting. We all want it, so it's perfect. We've got spring in the northern hemisphere here, with longer hours, and oh my goodness, most of the deck just went on the ground, but that's okay. They're all pick-upable, and the reality is that that's kind of what's in the mix for, for the old Mercury, where things are going to be a little different, and you may have to take a little longer. You may have to change your flight, or write a particular email because you didn't want to exactly say that, because communications can be a little askew. But either way, it's all doable. You do need patience. This is a virtue. And as it having an Aries moon, I understand that is not something. Sometimes I'm amazingly patient, and other times not at all. So I take the deep breaths, and I always recommend that as my special tip of the day. Breath is one of the most healing and free things we can do. You can never go wrong. It heals your body. It cleanses it. And I think I've got them all now. So here we go. The first category. Now I'm really curious to see what it is. Is the overall energy for this beautiful highlighted connection of Sagittarius and Aries. So you're in your element with this fire thing going on. That's what I'll say first and foremost. The sun. Oh my goodness. One of the most incredibly abundant, prosperous, happy, joyful, creative, one of the best cards in the entire tarot deck. And it is 2 tens, which is 20, which equals 2, which is all about, partnerships. So there's something brewing with the Sagittarius, or you could have an independent, obviously many Aries do, businesses, entrepreneurial things, and you're starting yet another one, like you're venturing out because you've had this other one for a long time and you love it and you're not leaving it. But it's time to actually open up doors to something else, is what I'm feeling very strongly. And you could have a Sagittarius moon and rising and whatnot, a very important natal planet. It could be just you, but it could also be a very important Sagittarius, which will definitely be, actually it's 21, I apologize, or 19. And that equals 1. And that's all about new and beginning and the sun and starting and trusting and feeling better than you have in a very, very long time. And everyone around you is going to be feeling that. And it's just a happy, happy time. And once again, vacation comes to mind. And there you have Julie Andrews. My favorite things, one of my favorite songs. So that's a wonderful overall energy. Ending the month, regardless of any retrogrades, anything like that, this is a beautiful time with a lot of the other energies of the planets overriding, the Mercury aspect, because those things will happen, but I don't think it's going to be as jolting or as upsetting, because there's just too many other good things and opportunities and possibilities that are kind of going to come through. And if you happen to have any natal planet in Jupiter, in Pisces, which is, like I said, Jupiter is now in, you're really going to be noticing some just miraculous things happening. You don't have to do anything but breathe. So the second category is always the possible blessings or obstacles. And you have the Two of Cups. So that's a blessing. There's the love, there's the heart, there's the Pisces. Pisces is one of the most romantic, oh my gosh, signs of the zodiac. I mean, they just love and want to be loved and want to give love and just want to care and just nurture people around them. And they're selfless and they're incredibly talented and very wise and very spiritual. And you're picking up on that. That's the energy you're feeling with this relationship, with this partnership, with yourself, with your ideas. You're feeling as though you are on top of your game. And you are. You usually are. You know, and I feel like you're just in your element right now. And it's beautiful. And so there isn't a lot to say, but you do have the new moons there. So yeah, the new moon affected this relationship in a beautiful, positive way. And I like that a lot. So keep it going, because, you know, it's something that you are fired up about, and passion is, that's an understatement right now. So take full advantage of that. I love it. The last category is always the finances, because, you know, money's important, right? And a lot of it was held up in the last year or so, and that might happen again in some form, perhaps. You know, it's a possibility with the retrograde, of course, but definitely know that it's, well, let's see what the card says. I'm just picking up on my messages I get, but Three of Coins. So, okay, so the coins are the earth element. We're in Taurus. Taurus is the sign of money. Taurus is sprinkling love on all of us right now too, and allowing us to really be true and real about how we can invest, how we can better our circumstances and feel that sense of security, and working hard towards it, not just coming to you. Venus ruling Taurus, it's definitely about money. So the 3 is the mastery number. And it's interesting because it's 3, but 3 has a beautiful resonance and energy in most every single aspect. The Trinity is another way to look at it in the spiritual world. But wow, I mean, the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you see a man, you know, working on a stained glass, and he has cooperation from others, or he's being fully admired and he's just doing the detail, which is what retrogrades recommend, finishing the detail, right? The detail, the devil's in the details or something. An expression I'm not saying correctly. This is fantastic. This is surefire energy of productivity and prosperity, and just, yeah, it's growth from where you are to a much better place. And it has that sun-like look, you know, so that's the first one. So I told you I felt this, and it's been like this, and it's just continuing, because that's what kind of energy we have to use, should we choose to. I'm not saying you're not going to have some, you know, challenges or setbacks. Of course we have them, but I think they're going to be much easier to get through right now. I really do. And I hope you'll share that. If you have not subscribed, please do me a favor and push that subscribe button and like, because it's super supportive of my channel. It's free. You don't get a bunch of emails or anything like that, but you can talk to me and I would love to interact with you. It's a huge part of why I do this channel. I always respond. And I want to know if this is going on, because this is, it's okay. It's all perfect, and it's something you deserve, and you know that. And I feel like you are, I just feel like you're feeling very optimistic and positive about what's coming and what you've already created, because this isn't something necessarily that's just started. You've already been working on this. The momentum is building, absolutely. I like to put a beautiful rune to kind of cement the reading, and then just kind of let you know what the oracle of the rune has to say. Ooh, I like this beautiful little glyph, if you will. These are my beautiful amethyst runes that I love so much. I don't know what it is. I'm still memorizing and learning these, but I'm putting it, I always put it on the second category, and there you have the Two of Cups. a very fulfilling sense of emotion, a maturity there, you know, a connection, a marriage, an engagement, a commitment. You know, it's the real deal. And just feeling incredibly beautiful and happy because of that. So the rune says, that particular, where is that? Okay, it is Inga's 22. What's really weird is there's this one and another one next to it. Inojin, so there might be two. I am mistaken, I apologize. Am I right about that? No, I'm right. There's two to this, but I only picked the one. Let me read what it says. It's 22. That's a master number. 2 and 2 equals 4. You have a lot of 2s here. And 4 has to do with stability and foundation and permanence and family and stability and security and all the things I probably just said. But it's beautiful and it's perfect and it's happy and it's solid. So let's see 22, what it says more specifically for you. All right. Oh, I'm in the French section. I apologize. I was thinking, why can I not read that? Okay, the word associated with Ingus is hearth. You know, like a fireplace, just that warmth. That's what I'm getting from it. It seems like the derivative of the root word is heart. So I absolutely love that, certainly on the 2 of Cups. Thank you, Spirit, for the synchronicity in the readings that always seem to happen with the oracles. The words related to this and the time frame is between May 15th, which was yesterday, and the 29th, which is Gemini. And I told you the incredible majority of energy that's going to come through, which is very, very complementary and a wonderful harmonizing energy for your fire sign as well. So you're going to do a lot more during this time. You're going to meet people. There's going to be more information and new things coming through. It's just beautiful. The words are response, fertility. Oh, could be children. Could be the 2 of you deciding that next step, that next level, the next commitment is about children being in the picture. And I could see where that would be extremely sun-filled happiness, you know, making that choice. And then the growth, you know, the more than 2, there's 3, and there's stability, and there's love, and there's just, I don't know, there's enough money to do it. That's under the category of finances, but it could be about health or wealth in general. And I say health. Wow. Construction. Oh, construction, maybe building of a home or a business. Shelter, yield, good investments, pleasures, and luxury. How perfect is it for this reading, Aries? I am so happy for you. I love reading readings like this, and not all of them come out that way, but they're all just a guideline for us and to let us know this is the energy. You can use it as you will or not. It'll come back around again in some form. But I absolutely love that. And I'm going to finish your reading today with a couple other beautiful oracles. One is what I love so much. I brought back. It's the Money and the Law of Attraction by Abraham Hicks. And it's really just reminding us that we bring in prosperity in our lives by how we feel. It is an energy. It is a currency. What we put out, we receive. It is the law of attraction. You know, like attracts like. You have to have that reciprocity in order for it to really work. You don't want to be too tight with your money, and you don't want to be too extravagant. There is that medium, you know, that's essential. But today I'm going to pull this one for you. And what it says is number 16, which equals a 7. And we are on May 16th. So my attention to unwanted attracts more unwanted. It's just what I said. Like attracts like. You don't want to be thinking negative and wanting and expecting something phenomenal or prosperous, right? It does not work that way. There's this peace dove, you know, kind of going downward. The message on the back for all the beautiful Aries and your amazing relationships of all kinds is, for every pleasing thing, there is an unpleasing counterpart. For within every particle of the universe is that which is wanted, as well as the lack of that which is wanted. When you focus upon an unwanted aspect of something in an effort to push it away from you, it only comes closer. How many times have you found that to be true? Oh, I really don't want that. Well, there it is. Whoop, there it is. So it's a really good, beautiful, inspirational kind of message to remind us, a simple one, but it matters a great deal for our well-being and what we create. Because you get what you give your attention to, whether it is something that you want or not. It is up to you to focus upon and attract what is wanted. And ever since I started listening to Abraham Hicks and the teachings and such from, 15, 20 years ago, they're so incredibly filled with wisdom for us. They just want to direct us in the best possible ways and realize we are a collective. We are all one, and we all feel, and we all can decide to go one way or another as far as what it is we're thinking, and how we want to be in the world, and how we want to help and have higher expectations for all of us, right? Not just ourselves. And so anyway, I love that for you, Aries. It's very, very congruent with everything else, but no matter how beautiful anything is, remember you brought that into your life because you believed it and you felt that happiness and the wanted feeling, right? Not the unwanted. So I'll finish with the beautiful oracle of the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, which is an affirmation or mantra you can say over and over and over, and just watch your energy change. It's really that simple, because words are thoughts and thoughts become things. And there you go. That's how powerful we really are, each and every one of us. We are all manifestors. We do it all the time. So for your beautiful last message for today, I just want to thank you again for taking the time to be here. I appreciate you all so much. When I'm in a state of appreciation, I'm in vibrational alignment with my true love nature. Wow, I got to be honest. This love thing is the real deal for you right now. I know I say my love connections are definitely about love of all kinds, and I still stand by that. But there's something very romantic happening, and I'm so nosy. Please let me know if that's true, because it's a beautiful thing, and it's something that we all aspire to, I think, in our lives, most of us. And it's on for you, okay? So that's beautiful. Take a snapshot if it's not too blurry. Remind yourself of that, okay? See how it works. See what transpires. I think you already know this if you're watching this channel anyway. But I love it. I love you. Have a beautiful rest of the day. It's a Sunday. It's most people have it off. And yeah, take great care of yourself and your love. Just, I hope it thrives. And until next time, bye for now.